What's on, guys? It's Perfect Team. I'm back with another video. As you see, we're on Dueling Book today for a deck profile. Huge shout out to everybody who voted this past weekend. We'll actually start continue doing those every week, so you guys can actually get a feel for what you guys actually want to see on the channel. And this week, you guys want to see Unchained, so we'll be doing a deck profile as well as a little combo at the end. Also, we'll also be starting off with announcing our winners for our Playmat giveaway. The first one will be announced today at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Huge shout out to Carrie Choice, who actually helped me with the deck and everything. Theory, how to play through Nibiru, etc. Huge shout out to him, because before him, my only version I knew how to play was the Lives with Unchained. So thank you so much for that. And before we get into it, one more thing. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe to your friends about us. At time of the video, we have, I believe, over 380 subscribers, trying to get to 400, 500, etc. We cannot get there without you guys. If it's something you want to see us improve on, or a certain videos you want us to do, comment, let us know. Like the videos to get our algorithm up, subscribe, and grow with us. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. 40 cards flat. We'll start with the hand traps. Triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, triple Draw on Lockbird, and triple Infinite Permanence. These are like the best hand traps for right now, as far as Ash Blossom and Infinite Permanence are the most generic hand traps, can cover every matchup. Draw on Lockbird seems the best hand trap for the format right now, especially with us dealing with Cash, Tier Steel, Dragonlinks, etc. But moving forward, this might get switched out into a Nibiru depending on the ban list, because Unchained is really popular right now. So Draw Lockbird does nothing to that deck, so I'm really thinking about mainly the Nibirus instead. That's it for the hand traps. Our superior normal summon in the deck, Tour Guide of the Underworld. This card is amazing in this deck. Literally one card combo that gets you into your Rage, as well as a back row and your King Caesar by itself, and you have 4 other cards to play with. Card is amazing. That's why we also play the Finish Line Warrior for the set combo. Should have to really explain this too much. We'll actually do a combo so you guys can see what I'm talking about as far as that one. Then moving on to the Unchained monsters, we'll start off with the one-ofs over here real quick. Starting off with Abominable Unchained Soul. Mandatory one-of, it's like a Trident for the deck. If it's special summoned, whether it be from the graveyard, hand, etc., you can summon stuff out if another card is destroyed by battle or card effect that you control. So that's pretty dope. Definitely a one-of, you got to play this card. And then we also are playing one Unchained Soul of Disaster. This one Carrie was honestly against. I don't blame him. It's a huge brick outside of the mirror match, but it is amazing in the mirror match. That's why I'm playing it, especially with the popularity of the Unchained deck right now. I feel more comfortable having this in the main. It's not strong off the side, so that's the main reason why we're going with the main instead. Then moving on to our triple Shavara and one Shyama. Shavara is a godsend for this deck. It's basically a quick effect of Ruha, which we definitely needed. And also, when it's sent to the graveyard, you get to set a Unchained Spell or Trap, which is amazing. This deck definitely needed that. And then one Shyama. Pretty solid card, has nice utility. It's not as great as Shavara, but you definitely have to play the one-of, especially for your combo to get into your King Caesar. Yeah, it's solid. It's okay. I want to play more than one of it. That's for damn sure. Moving on, we're also playing triple Ruha. This is pretty standard. One Rika. Most people play 1 or 2. It's like a weaker normal summon compared to Tour Guide. It still can get you there, just like with a Ruha plus trap card gets you there. Shyama plus trap, well, not Shyama, excuse me. Shavara plus trap card gets you there. Rika normal summon plus trap card still get you there as well. So it's pretty solid. It's a good one-of. And then one Sarama, also don't need more than one of this. It's basically a recursion for the deck. You also use this in the Nightmare Griffin combo. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Then moving on to our DD package real quick. We're also playing triple Dark Contract out of the gate. It's basically just to search out our Requiem. And our Requiem, once he's actually summoned to the board by popping said Dark Contract, will get you into your, if I can find the card down here, forgive me, our Mechanix, which is basically with the Requiem under said Mechanix, we actually are able to pop a card and actually gain 1,000 life points, which is pretty dope. But it also can be a quick way into our Zeus. So that's why I prefer to play this over what Carrie would prefer, which is another 3 hand traps, which is pretty solid. It's basically on preference and preference, but this actually allows you to still do full combo if this plus a trap card is still full combo. This going second is a pop plus a Zeus by itself, and you still have 4 other cards to play with. Well, if you're going second, 5 other cards to play with. So that's why I played. It's pretty amazing for the deck. So moving past that, we are also playing Triple Abomination in Prison. It's the roto for the deck. I shouldn't have to explain this one. Pretty pricey though. Keep that in mind. I think this card's like $20, $30 right now, which is insane. Then we're also playing Triple Pot of Prosperity. I know people are gonna hate this, but the name of the game, especially in this current format, is consistency. And one of the best cards you can play in this deck is definitely Pot of Prosperity. I will not play Desires. You're risking banishing too much. This is the best you can get. I'm sorry, if you want to play this deck as optimal as possible, you have to play the Pot of Prosperities. If you can't play them, fine, you can find a way around it. It's fine, but your consistency will definitely take a hit if you do not play these cards. Moving on to our traps, we obviously have to play the mandatory 3 Abominable. It's literally special summon a Unchained from your hand or graveyard, and then you also have the little pop effect, which I should have to explain. If you're interested in Unchained, you should already know what these cards do here. And then as well as the 3 Escape of the Unchained, which is basically a pop on your side of the field as well as your opponent's side of the field. Yeah, that's it for the main deck. 40 cards, like I said, 40 flat. Moving on to our extra deck, we'll cover the XYZs first. We're playing the one Machinex. It's not the craziest card. It's basically a huge beater that we overlay our Requiem into. That allows us to pop a card on the field, gain 1,000 life points, and then you swing with this, it becomes a Zeus. That's pretty solid. But it also the fact that people don't really notice about the card. Well, I initially didn't notice. I'm gonna be honest. I initially didn't notice. The actual, if your opponent activates a monster effect while you control this card, you can attach 2 materials from it, destroy a contract card you control, and if you do, attach that monster. It doesn't negate it. It's just a way to absorb your opponent's cards, which is pretty cool. I did not realize that until I actually played against somebody and they did that to me. That was pretty dope. And then for the rest of our XYZs, we're also playing one DDD Stone King Darius. This is basically for our tour guide if we get stopped somehow, some way. It's basically a way he can protect himself from battle. And then it has a little quick effect. You can literally pop a dark contract card you control and then draw a card. Yeah, but it's just for protection. And then if it lives, go to Zeus. That's it. And then we do play the standard High King Caesar. Shouldn't explain this card too much, but it's basically if your opponent tries to special summon, you can negate it, and it's twice per turn. Which that part was what got me when I first played the deck. It's twice per turn. I thought it was once. I got cooked. Then also because we're playing the DDD package, little added effect here. This card sent from the field to the graveyard. You actually can search a dark contract card. Which, hello. Now moving on to our links. How do I want to go about this? Start with the link 2s. 2 Unchained Soul, Lord of Yama. Amazing card for the deck. Definitely need it. Definitely a 2 of. Questionable at 3. Definitely don't. You got to play more than 1. So, Searcher. Then also has a little Phoenix effect where if a card on your side of the field is destroyed by battle or card effects, you can literally banish him, summon another monster from your graveyard. Pretty cool. This actually comes in clutch for our Nightmare Griffin combo. And then also for the other Link 2s, we're also playing 2 Soul Rage. Should I explain this card? It's basically like an IP for the deck on your opponent's turn. Also has a little graveyard effect where you can actually add back when you're Unchained. Well, not even Unchained. I think it's Fiends in general. Any Fiend from your graveyard in general, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, any Fiend from your graveyard from graveyard to hand if it gets destroyed. And then our last Link 2 in here is our Muttcracker. Which this is a Fiend deck. Should I explain this card too much? Now moving on to our Link 3s, we're playing 1 Unicorn for our Rage, and then we're playing 2 Soul Anguish. Honestly, this card is pretty cool. It's just not the greatest because it's not a quick effect like our Soul of Rage. This is more so for our own turn, and then you can Link Climb from there. But it's just something I have alternative to have other than Unicorn. Honestly, do I want to play 2 of it? Probably not. I might play 1 of this and then one Axical Talker, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the 5th spot, not 5th spot, the 15th spot in the extra deck. And then moving on to our Link 4s, we're playing 1 Unchained Abomination, which should I explain this is an Unchained deck. Look, the card says if you breathe, I'm popping a card on the field. And then our Nightmare Griffin, which um one of the best decks to do it right now. One of the best decks to play this card right now by far. And then our last card in the extra deck is our Underworld Goddess for tower cards. We just don't want to lose the tower cards. That's about it. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for the actual deck profile. These cards are here are just cards you guys can play right now, as proposed to maybe the DD package, or you don't like certain hand traps. You don't have prosperity. You can actually get away with trying to play Ghost Mourner, which is pretty solid against this deck itself. Nibiru, like I said, already mentioned before. And then Book of Eclipse and Book of Moon is more so for the current format. This might get moved out if we see a ban list that gets rid of cash, etc. And then I should explain the triple tactics and all the triple tactics cards, thrust and talents. Pretty solid, especially this current format, future formats, etc. Every deck is literally ending on some kind of monster activation on your turn. So, with all that being said, let's move on into the combo tutorial. All right, guys, we're back with the one card combo. Simply tour guide, nothing else in hand. So we'll start off with obviously normal summon tour guide, activate tour guide effect. Forgive me for the lag here. Then we'll go ahead and then we'll summon out the Phoenix Rhino Warrior off of tour guide. Link these two away for our Yama. Yama will be chain link 1, Rhino will be chain link 2, dumping our Shavara, and then searching for our Ruha. From here, we'll activate Shavara on a different chain to set one of our trap cards. This could have been an escape in this situation, so my apologies on that one. This definitely should probably have been an escape now that I think about it. So to set a trap card, a lot of lag, forgive me. And then we'll go ahead and use a Ruha effect. Get rid of our trap card, summon out a Ruha. This will then trigger our trap card to special one from deck. In this case, we will summon out our Shayama, excuse me. Then we'll link away our Yama and our Shayama into our Rage. Activate Shayama's effect in Graveyard to pop our Ruha, summon back out the Shavara. Then the Ruha will trigger a special one from deck. We will special out our Shayama, excuse me, not our Shayama, our Sarama. Get a lot of Yada Amas in this deck. Then we'll use our Sarama's effect, setting our trap card, getting rid of our Rage. Then this will trigger our Rage and our Yama. Yama chain link 1, Rage chain link 2. Rage will grab back our Shavara, and then Yama will banish itself to summon back out our Rage. From here, we'll do Shavara, popping our Sarama, summon himself out, and then use Sarama's effect, special one from deck. From here, we can special out our Rika, which is basically a way to trigger our effects by popping cards on our side of the field to keep our plays going. But from here, we'll just overlay into our Caesar. Now, it doesn't seem like much, but you're basically an IP on your opponent's turn. Like I said, this should be escape, so you should be another pop on your opponent's turn, and then you actually have 2 ways to negate special summons. It has a little note right here. If I just extend a little further here, yeah, having other cards in your hand will allow you to extend to the Griffin combo. Like, if you need like 1 or 2 discards, if I'm not mistaken, you need a discard for your Mudcracker, and you need a discard for your Griffin to reset a trap card from graveyard and draw a card. So if you guys want to see that combo, let me know in the comment section, or I can make a whole separate video for the Unchained combos. Like, I'll put it in the little vote section for what we do. We're going to start doing every either Saturday or Sunday. You guys will see it. So I just want to wrap it up for this combo. If I could have done this a little better, let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm just not learning the deck just like you guys. Feedback on the deck. It's an amazing deck. Amazing. Just a little costly right now because, you know, the Pot of Prosperities and the Abomination Prisons. All the cards hyped up a little bit since the hype of the deck just like is there now. Plays through Nibiru. Dro does nothing. Hand Trap just eats them. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about this one. So before we go, congratulations to Tobias. Leave a little comment right here. You are our first winner of the Play Mat giveaway. Make sure you get in contact with us via our Instagram or our Facebook. And so we can actually verify your identification and, you know, get this mailed out to you, etc. And then, guys, everybody else, stay tuned for next week for the next giveaway. All you have to do is enter is literally like a video, comment on the video, and subscribe. That's all you have to do. And you'll be entered into the giveaway. Because like I said, we have 2 more winners. Y'all didn't see my I did this. We have 2 more winners. But this week, congratulations to Tobias. So, guys, it's going to wrap up this video. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Ran for 2 hours signing out. Peace and have a great day. Whew.